What's up, guys? It's Dr. Jim. I'm on tonight. I am your CBD expert, your natural healthcare expert, and your worldwide virtual health coach. And I want to welcome you to tonight's live. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have when you're getting on, a couple things I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and just put in where you're coming in from and whether you're seeing it live or on the replay, because you know I love to know. Are you getting the full energy of Dr. Jim when I'm bringing it live? Or are you getting it on the replay? It doesn't matter, really, because either way, you're going to get all this information. And this information tonight is life-changing. It's going to be exciting. Hi, Susan. I'm so glad you're on. Thank you. But when you get on, just put in where you're coming in from. I'm glad to get everybody on tonight. Tonight's topic is exciting. The topic for tonight is, what is the number one supplement I recommend to everyone? All right? Now that's important. What is the number one supplement that I recommend to everyone? Now, just as you get on, Aaron, thanks for getting on vacay. You're committed, brother. So thanks for getting on tonight. The title, the number one supplement that I recommend for everyone. Now, the disclaimer is obviously, I am not your doctor tonight. You are not my patient tonight. There is nothing about this video that constitutes doctor-patient relationship. So please don't change anything you're doing in your life, in your medical care, because you heard Dr. Jim say something cool on a video. Okay? And I do not diagnose or treat or claim to cure any specific diseases with CBD oil. Now that is all out of the way, let's get into what is the number one supplement that I recommend to everyone. Well, a lot of people ask me all the time, very condition-specific supplements like, Dr. Jim, what would you recommend for diabetes? Or what do you recommend for arthritis? Or what do you recommend for inflammation? Or my thyroid problem? Or diabetes? Or, I already said that one, weight loss and chronic fatigue and autoimmune conditions. What do you recommend? Well, technically, I don't treat or diagnose any disease or specific condition with supplements, okay? That's ultimately a different way of thinking. So I'm in natural health care. And from a natural health care expert's perspective, okay, what I want you to do is we think about disease healing in the body in a completely different way. So the word disease is really dis-ease. And dis-ease is when the body is not really functioning at 100%. All right? So that's really what we're talking about taking care of, dis-ease. And when you think about dis-ease and the body, I want you to think about it this way. Think about your body as a room, okay? And if you're and think about disease as darkness. And basically, when your body is getting sick or diseased, more and more darkness creeps into the room, and the room gets darker and darker and darker. And ultimately, that's disease or dis-ease. Now, here's my question to you. If you want to treat that room, if you want to get the darkness out of the room, how do you do that? Do you do it by trying to scoop the darkness out of the room? Like, can we just scoop the darkness out? Can we shoo the darkness out of the room? No, the way that you get darkness out of the room is you add light, okay? And when you start adding light, the darkness starts to creep out. And the more light you add, the more the darkness can't hang in the room. The light crowds the darkness out of the room. And the more and more light and the more and more light you add to the room, the darkness can no longer be there. And that's how we look at treating or helping your body take care of itself in a state of dis-ease. It's not about trying to scoop the darkness out, but it's really about how can we add more light to the room so that the light crowds out the darkness. And if you add enough light to your room, to your body, there is no room for darkness. Think about that. So the more positive things you can do, the more light you can add to your room, there is no room for darkness. And just realize that dis-ease is that darkness. And so if you can add more light to your room, you crowd out the darkness. There is no room for disease or dis-ease to show up. All right? So that's how I look at taking supplements. I look at supplements as a way to add light to your room. All right? So I'm going to talk about a couple of my favorite right now. All right? So one thing that I really, really love and I have loved it always. It's always been one of my favorites, is vitamin D. All right? Vitamin D, and not that D2 stuff that they prescribe you and they say, oh, well, we're going to give you a mega dose of 50,000 IUs. Listen, D2 is not the active form of vitamin D. D3 is. Your body has to convert D2 to D3, and a lot of times it doesn't convert a whole lot of it. So you're actually better off going to the store and buying D3 off the shelf than you probably are from a prescription D2. Just a little side note. But why do I love vitamin D so much? Well, number one, you have receptors in your body for vitamin D on almost every cell tissue in the entire body. All right? Almost every cell and tissue in your entire body has vitamin D receptors. And that lets you know kind of how important vitamin D is. And vitamin D, one of the main things that it does, of course it helps with bones and, you know, helping build bones and teeth, but that's like not even its number one thing. It helps balance your immune system. Okay? It is an immune system regulator. So imagine all the places that would help. Autoimmune conditions, it helps regulate the immune system. Inflammation, it helps regulate the immune system. So vitamin D has been shown to help in autoimmune conditions. Vitamin D has also, it's called the sunshine vitamin because your body makes it. It's really a hormone that your body makes from being exposed to the sun. But it's the happy vitamin. It makes you feel good. So it's actually been shown to help people with depression. If you've ever heard of seasonal affective disorder, the reason people get that is they already have low D, and when the sun goes away in the wintertime, their D goes even lower, and now they feel crummy and they're depressed. And so vitamin D has a really positive, uplifting event. It's been shown to help with depression and anxiety, and it's been shown, they typically see it in diabetics, that it's really good for blood sugar and weight loss. So I love vitamin D. Vitamin D is awesome. One of my all-time favorites. Number two, vitamin C. I love vitamin C, you know? I mean, I think it gets run over by all these new cool fangled acai berries and all this stuff that everybody's out there selling. But the truth is vitamin C at its core is fantastic. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. It squelches all like free radicals in the body. It cleans up negative things in the body. All right? And it helps protect your cells from free radical damage. It helps produce collagen, which is literally the building block of your soft tissue. So if you have damage, you create inflammation because of the damage. Vitamin C goes in there and helps repair the damage. Therefore, it actually helps bring down inflammation because it's repairing the damage that inflammation's going there for. So I love vitamin C, all right? One of my favorites. And then third, melatonin. Like we all hear about melatonin, people popping melatonin all the time because it helps kind of regulate that normal day-night sleep cycle. And so many people are having problems with sleep. People want to take melatonin because they want to help get their sleep right, get their body balanced so they can sleep right. Now, this is the question. What if there was one supplement that really connected all of those things together? That would be amazing, right? What if one supplement out of these could make a huge impact in all of those same areas? You guessed it. I mean, you guys know me. You're part of my tribe, right? That supplement is CBD oil, all right? That's why CBD oil is so powerful, all right? Because it literally takes the best pieces of all of those things we just talked about from all those 3 different supplements, and it incorporates it all into one supplement. So just like vitamin D, CBD, there are CB receptors or cannabinoid receptors throughout all kinds of body tissues everywhere throughout the body. And once again, you know how important something is in the body by the number of receptors it has throughout the body to connect to it. So guess what? CBD is important, and there's receptors throughout the body just like vitamin D. And so just like vitamin D, it has the ability to help balance the immune system. So it's really great for people with autoimmune conditions. It helps reduce inflammation because of its impact on the immune system. So that has a huge impact. I mean, anything that ends with itis means inflammation. So anything that ends with itis, CBD oil has a positive impact because it helps modulate the inflammatory response. It helps protect the heart. It helps balance neurotransmitters in the brain, so it can help with depression and anxiety. And it helps with, we talked even the last video I did was on metabolism. So blood sugar and the ability to fat burn and the browning of fat. So just like vitamin D, CBD oil does a whole bunch of the things that vitamin D does. And just like vitamin C, CBD oil is an antioxidant. It helps squelch free radical damage. It helps protect your brain from free radical damage. It has neuroprotective effects. It is anti-inflammatory, very much like I said. Vitamin C helps build collagen. So if you help build collagen and repair damage, then it helps with inflammation. CBD oil also helps with inflammation. And like vitamin C has been shown to help with blood pressure and protect the arteries or damage in the arteries. And CBD oil does the same thing. All right? That's awesome. So right now, CBD oil does many of the things vitamin D does and many of the things that vitamin C does, all in one thing. And then number 3, melatonin. Well, like we said, melatonin. Well, just like melatonin, CBD oil helps bring balance to the day-night cycle to help get your body into sleep, into restorative sleep, nice deep sleep, that healing sleep. And that is a huge part of what CBD oil is capable of doing. It's one of the first things that almost every patient that I recommend CBD oil to, the very first thing they tell me is, I sleep better. That made me sleep better than anything else. I haven't slept like that in 10 years. Okay? So that's what it's all about. So what's awesome about CBD oil is it is like the Swiss Army knife of supplements. All right? Because all the things, the anti-inflammatory, balance your immune system, heart protection, depression, anxiety, antioxidants, neuroprotective, weight loss and diabetes, and the positive effects on sleep, just like vitamin D, just like C, and just like melatonin, CBD oil is the Swiss Army knife of the supplement community because it literally does all of those things. And the reason is because there are receptor sites throughout the entire body. So that's why I tell people, if you want to know how important something is, look for how many receptors there are throughout the body, and that's how you know. And there are so many cannabinoid receptors throughout the entire body that you have to know that CBD oil is very important and can make a huge impact on how you feel and on your health. It is the number one supplement I recommend for everyone. Now, I'm not saying that you don't want to take these other things. These other things are awesome, and they do some things that CBD oil doesn't. But if I only had one supplement, like I was strapped for cash, I could only afford one. I only had room to take one. If I had to choose only one supplement, I'm going CBD oil every time. All right. So I hope that brought you some value tonight. I hope you understand why it is the number one supplement that I recommend. Now, it is important that you get the right CBD oil. Let's not forget that. And so I recommend a very specific brand. It's incredibly pure. It's well strength. It's clean. There's only a very few ingredients. It's CO2 extracted. It's grown in America. It's third-party tested. It's a fantastic oil. I highly recommend it. If you would like help with CBD oil, you don't know where to get it, you want to know what I recommend, you can direct message me and I will help you with that. Absolutely. If someone sent you this video, please message them and they will tell you most likely what I recommend. All right? But I want to help you, so direct message me and I'll help you. And then I'm looking for people to help me spread this word all over the world. So I'm not looking for 1 million people. I want one committed person in every state to help me tell this story to everybody, and let's get CBD oil to everybody, all right? And I'm looking for one committed person in every country in the world. You come on my team, you message me directly, and you're on my team, all right? Now, if you've noticed, many of you got a notification that I was going live tonight through your messenger, all right? If you did not already get that message like that today, then you have yet to subscribe, All right. Now, you may watch my videos all the time, but maybe you didn't subscribe yet. So what I'm going to recommend, if you want notifications of when I go live or special announcements I have, then I want you to comment yes in the comments right now, and you will get a message sent to you where you can subscribe. So you just type in yes, and that subscribes you in Messenger to me, and basically we will send you notifications of when I'm going live and other really important information, because next week this is game-changing information. All right, next week I am launching a program like there is, as far as I know, there is nothing like it anywhere else in the world, but I am launching an online digital virtual program for people with, diabetes, blood pressure issues, thyroid problems, inflammation, literally any metabolic problem that you have, weight loss, anything that you have like that. I'm launching a program for you it's an online digital program, and this is the key. CBD oil is the number one supplement recommended in the program. So this is a companion to go along with you taking CBD oil. If you have, there is nothing like it anywhere else on the world. I'm going to be announcing its launch next week. So if you want to know about it, please just say yes. And that way you'll be connected. So when I go to launch it, my tribe, my people right here, you're going to be the very, very first people in the world to know about it, so that you can be one of the first 100, because that's the only number I can guarantee will get it to start. So I'm excited for you. I hope I hope everybody gets on. Hope everybody hits yes and subscribes. Who is that program going to be for? It's going to be for anybody with diabetes or high blood pressure or thyroid problems or chronic fatigue or inflammation or any type of health condition that is using CBD oil to try to start changing that and make that help, okay? It is for anyone who wants to take their health to the next level, all right? Because we're not just about surviving, all right? We're going to be about taking it to the next level. And that's what this is going to help you do. It's going to be 100% online digital. There's nothing like it in the world. It's going to be awesome. You know who else it's for? It's for anybody who already takes CBD oil or has a bunch of customers or clients that take CBD oil, and you want to be able to offer them a program that says, you know what? Listen, if you're taking CBD oil, well, here's a program to go along with the CBD oil that could help you with your diabetes or your inflammation or your weight loss. And if you put these two things together, it's going to change your life. All right? So that's what it's for. So make sure you're subscribed, because we're going to go live with that next week. It's going to be a game changer. I hope everybody gets on for that. But thank you. Just remember, the number one supplement I recommend for everyone is CBD oil. I recommend a very specific brand. Message me or the people who sent you this video if you want to know what that is. And it's because it's like vitamin D, like vitamin C, like melatonin. CBD is the Swiss Army knife of supplements, because it does so many things. It's gonna change things. It's gonna be a game changer for you if you don't already take it. If you already do, take this information, spread it, like it, share it. It's gonna change somebody else's life. And I'm just excited. Thank you so much for always watching and all the feedback you give. I love to respond to your comments when I can. And just remember this, okay? Just like I tell my son every morning before he goes to school, be your very best today. #never quit. And if no one's ever told you this, I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. And the day you believe that, it's going to change your life forever. Have a good night.